y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today and do a video I am super excited about. We're going to talk about what I used to use before I was on YouTube. Before I watched YouTube, what were the cosmetics, hair, and skincare products that I used to use before all this. This was inspired by a Jessica Prom video. She did a video called What I Would Use If I Wasn't on YouTube. And I thought, I don't know. Probably what I have, but what did I used to use before I knew about all this? All of my makeup fit in this one bag. So, does YouTube make you shop? Yes, it does. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this, and I'm going to start with the makeup. Okay, for concealer, I used a Maybelline concealer. I don't have it, so I got this one out. A Maybelline concealer. I always used something by Maybelline. I loved Maybelline concealers. The one I used was called 24-Hour Superstay, maybe. I loved it so much that when they quit selling it in stores, I was getting it on Amazon for about $19, and I loved it. Okay, for foundation, I used a Rimmel foundation. It was the one with either the red or blue top, and I went and looked for it. I can't find it anymore. But I would use Rimmel. I also kept the Fit Me, but I didn't use it. I was like, yeah, I don't really want to use that. And now this is one of my tops that I love. So I don't have that Rimmel anymore. I used to use it every single day. But I do have this one and fell in love with it. Next, for powder, I used baby powder on my face. I was like, what's the difference? And was pretty happy with it. If I wasn't using baby powder, I also sometimes would use the Neutrogena pressed mineral powder. I would sometimes use that. And I had Bare Minerals that I was ordering on Amazon, and I wear this in Golden Fair. I still wear it in Golden Fair, and I still keep it, and I still love it. Also, I carry Dual Finish in my purse since the 90s. Now, I did take about a 20-year break from this, but I was using this again. I had decided to splurge on this again. This is in Porcelain de Foie. I sometimes use just porcelain. Some sort of porcelain is always what I have. I was using L'Oreal blush. Do I still use L'Oreal blush? Yes, I do. And I'm still passionate about it. Still the same colors. Rosy Outlook, Subtle Sable, and Apricot Kiss. I've used these for well over a decade. I love those. Okay, also for concealers, I was using a stick. This is probably the same stick I had. And I was using this for touch-ups. I still should use these for touch-ups because I used some today and it's still great for touch-ups. Just a little bit right here or in the corner of my eyes. And I also lightened lipsticks with it. And I did that today because this is my old lipstick too. So yeah, I had always the stick concealers and I still do. For mascara, the Voluminous. And I went and picked another one up because when I started thinking about this, I was like, that may still be great. So I went and picked more of this up. And I layered it today, and I do like it. It's still real comfortable. It's like an old friend. So glad to have this back. And I'm going to use this to layer over my Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume. Glad to have that Voluminous back. Okay, I used the liners that I'm still passionate about, and I've tried a million. These are still good. I'm going to use up with this Rimmel in black, and I've got backups. I still love my Rimmel liner in black, just cold. I also have a Rimmel lip liner that was probably the one that was in my purse, and I still use these, and I still love them. Yeah, I really haven't found anything that outdoes these. Now, I have found some that are as good, but yeah, I still love my Rimmels. My Prestige in Black Brown. This has been with me for about 15 years, at least, maybe longer. It's what I always have on under here. Love it. Okay, for lipsticks, I had one lipstick, and I used it every day for over a decade. And this is in Ferris Nude. It's what I have on today with my Rimmel liner and a little concealer in the middle, just like I always wore, and I love it. It's just a great nude. Now, this is a little darker than my Kim KW, so I do have to lighten it. And I have found things, honestly, that I like better than this. This does not get used a lot because I have to put concealer over it. And I found some stuff that I don't have to do that with. But this has a special place in my heart. And if you don't like to be as pale as me, try the Ferris Nude. Okay, y'all, eyeshadow. I had one eyeshadow. I wore one eyeshadow. It was real smoky all over the lid and then worked it up. And it was a brown L'Oreal. And I went and bought this. The packaging has changed. I wish I still had my old one. I'm a little bit sad that I don't have it. But it was around that color. It might have been one shade darker than that, and it was the only color I had. Now, occasionally I would pick up a L'Oreal palette, like the little quads, with a pale pink in it, and I liked that too. So I would usually have some form of a real pale pink or a pale like a cream color, but I don't remember what those were. I think those changed a lot. Okay, for my brushes, these were all the brushes I had. I had this concealer brush. It's actually a pointed foundation brush. The only reason I had it was because I found it in my daughter's bathroom. I had this and fell in love with it about 2 years before I started watching YouTube. I had my Real Techniques blending brushes. These are still holy grail, and I bought 2 new ones today because I needed this one because this is what I used to put on MAC Painterly Paint Pot. It cannot be replaced. I can't find anything I like better now. I haven't looked that hard. I wanted a backup. Okay, then I had a Real Techniques, I call this a lipstick digger because when my lipsticks go flat, I dig out of the bottom of them. It's that. And I still keep these. I had a contour brush. This is what I used to put on my L'Oreal blush. I used to really dig it out with this, the contour brush. I had one eyeshadow brush by Eco Tools, and I still have it. I can never throw this away. And this is probably why I couldn't get my eyeshadow to do what I wanted it to, because I only had one brush. I think before this one, I had one that was a little fluffier than this. So I was like, you know, it's a crapshoot. Some days my eyes looked great, and other days I was like, yeah, I can't do anything with those. I had, now this is not the one, but I had an Eco Tools blush brush that had this handle on it. It was a little golder than this. And I know I have that around here somewhere because I didn't throw it. I get attached to stuff. Okay, and then this is the brush. I just washed it last night. It is so sad. It used to have a handle on it. I don't remember what the handle looked like. This is what I did my powder with. This was the only brush I had. I'm so grateful to have all of my brushes. This may be why I have such a passion for the brushes. Okay, next I'm going to do hair real quick because it will be real quick. I had one hairspray and it was the Suave, and I still have this. It's in, you know, a lot of my Holy Grail videos. Flexible Control Salon, the professionals. I still love this. I still love my Suave. I also used Fructis Gel, and I loved this, and I still love it. This is still the gel I use. I used the Clairol Herbal Essences. I still love this. Now, I have found other things that got to be the Living Proof, and I've just started trying the John Frieda, and I'm pretty crazy about that one too. So I found some, but I still keep this, and I still keep backups, and sometimes I mix it with other things, but I still like that. I also had just discovered the Big Sexy Powder Play, not the light one, the other one. And my sister-in-law had it. She was like, there's this powder stuff. You put it in your hair. It makes it huge. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got to have me some of that. So I was already using the powder play. But it was new to me. And then for hair color, those have not changed. The L'Oreal 8RB with this little cheap Revlon in Natural Sun Blonde. Ultra Light Sun Blonde. And these are still my colors. Now, I know there's a lot, probably a lot out there better for my hair. Y'all, I've had these since the 80s. You call my sister and say, what color is your sister's hair? And she would say, 8RB. Since my sister and I were coloring our hair together, I've had the 8RB and then have added in that Sun Blonde. And that's all the hair stuff I was using. That was it. So, yeah, I've added a few products to my hair. Okay, skincare. For my cleanser, I was using the Avène Cleanons. This is a great cleanser. It gets everything off, and I love it, but it leaves me a little dry. Last time I tried it, this left me a little dry, and I still couldn't part with it, so I washed my brushes with it. Well, now I use the African black soap. So this is sitting under my sink, and I will probably give it to my daughter. It's a great cleanser, though. I was also using the Clinique. I found this empty one in my daughter's bathroom. Mild Liquid Facial Soap in Mild, and I'm getting so obsessed with Clinique, I may try this again. I loved this. This cleans my skin real good. Last time I used it, it dried me out a little bit, but my skin might have just been dry when I was trying these. I mean, it might have been dry with acids or tretinoin, so I'll probably try those again. I was using the Clinique Clarifying Lotion number 2. I have since put this away for 1.5 years or 2 years, used the Abaji, and I have just now fallen back in love with this about a month ago. This is all I use in the mornings. I don't wash my face in the mornings anymore. I'm using this, and I love it so much. It's like an old friend, and I'm so glad to have it back. I love that. I don't think I'll replace my Abaji. I think that's my one and only right now. I also was using the Lacuvent de Minimis. This is a micellar water. And when my cleanser wasn't getting everything off, because I didn't double cleanse then, I was using this to get stuff off, and I love this. I love the Lacuvent de Minimis. You used to get this at Ulta. It's a little harder to find now. I still love it. I still keep it. For moisturizer, I've never used a lot of moisture on my skin. I was using the Visionaire morning and night. I was using this. I have always loved this. Put it away for about a year, year and a half. And now, if you've been watching my skincare videos, you'll know I'm deeply in love with this again. This just makes my skin look better. It does. It makes me not want to get Botox as bad. It makes it look brighter. It makes my makeup go on better. I love this. It's pricey and worth it to me. This would be a worth the splurge. If I do a worth the splurge video, that will be in it. And that's everything that I was using. So anything that I still have here is a great product, because if it can stand next to my new YouTube purchases, these are great products. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.